How's it going? I'm Matt Harris, and I'm recording a speech over college success. The reason I chose this speech is because I'm a student and it's relevant to everyone in our class. Um, Nearly half of students either drop out of college or can't finish a four-year degree within 6 years. Um, my first citation by the authors Lynn Jacobs and Jeremy S. Hyman of Professor's Guide to Secrets of College Success is one of the biggest, most common problems students have in college is not being able to keep up with the lecture. This is a huge problem for a lot of students. The best way to do this is to follow three key rules of success, and you'll be doing a lot better in college. The first goal would be to set goals with your professors. Second goal would be to set time management, know your time management. And then third rule would be know what to do in case of emergency. Um, Come prepared to class. That is one of the first things about setting goals. Is set the goal to come every day to class prepared and knowing what you're going to do. Um, Keep up with the lecture by making sure you can hear clearly, be able to write fast, and don't panic if you miss something in the lecture. You can always talk to your professor at the end of class and get it. Um, After you receive the syllabus for each class and you're done with that first week, you come prepared for class and you've set your mind to the new goal. Start the time management process by taking the information from the syllabus, whether that be test dates, project dates, whatever. Just put it in your planner and start planning your life around those events when you need to do homework. Um, Figure out when you focus best. Some people focus better at night. Some people focus better during the day. I just happen to be able to focus way better at night. Make a plan. You need to start planning when you're going to do that homework, when you're going to read, when you're going to do those quizzes, not just the dates. You need to be actively planning hours. Um, the second citation would be there's only 168 hours in the week, not one of them can be repeated. So that just says your time is very limited, and that's why time management is super duper important. Most kids are juggling maybe five things like class, job, girlfriend, boyfriend, maybe even married family. You never know. Although we do our best to manage time and come prepared to class, everyone falls off the horse at some point or another. But you can't let it get you down. Never quit and be prepared to face the music when need to be. So in case of emergency, usually the first thing that happens is the blame game comes up. Students love to point the finger at the professor or at the college saying, hey, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this wrong. But usually it's the student not adhering to what the professor outlined for the class. If you had a mishap on a test or assignment, figure out how much of your final grade it's actually hurting before you do anything rational. You need to figure out um, the points out of the total at the end, because say you get a 60 on a test, it might not be as bad as you actually think. You might be able to pull that 60 maybe even to a high B or higher. Um, One thing to remember, and this is the third quotation, is college is not always a luxury cruise. Sometimes it's more like a boat that sprung a leak, or few, or worse, one that's taking on water and about to take a Titanic-like plunge to the bottom. And sometimes college does feel like that. It feels like that right now. I'm doing this, and I have an accounting test to prepare for, second one in 2 weeks, and an economics exam. So I've been up studying. Um, Figure out what's not working and fix it. So if it's you're studying, figure out how you're studying wrong. If you're not paying attention in class, figure out how you can pay attention in class. Worst comes to worst, you can always withdraw. And if you and your professor both know that you're going to get a D or lower, it's probably smart to withdraw. So that's pretty much college on a stick right there for you. By making the right choices, preparation, a little hard work, you can make the most out of being a college student. Thank you for your time and consideration. Matt Harris, signing off.